Yeah, so I think for us mainly it was competition. Like we're based in Dublin and obviously very vibrant tech community. So yeah, competition was huge for us. And definitely trying to find like top talent, trying to attract them to a company that has little or no presence within EMEA, particularly on the SaaSOptics side. So yeah, that was a challenge for me initially. And yeah, like separating ourselves from the others and separating ourselves from the rest of the tech companies here in Dublin. So that was kind of one of our key challenges. For me as well, coming into the company, identifying like what made it really good, say in terms of account executives, what made good account executives. So yeah, for me it was definitely around like understanding, what made a good seller and like who we were looking for. And then selling them that role and making sure that they, understood what we were asking of them. Like we are a startup, we are scrappy, we're not like Google or Facebook where we're much bigger, even Dropbox where I recently come from. So making sure that they knew that, you're not coming into somewhere where everything's going to be done. Now we have a lot of backing in terms of both companies have been in existence for 10 years, but for us, particularly in EMEA, it is a startup. So making sure that we were setting all the right precedents and expectations around roles. And for me around, making sure that everybody that we were hiring was, in the know and understood what was expected of them. And I think for me is around it's not just going to be, oh, I'm going to close business. There's a lot more to it when you're in a smaller company. Yeah, well, for me, it was about hiring top talent. Like I said, hiring really like educated, experienced people. The kind of people I like to hire are people who don't take themselves seriously. They take their job seriously, but they don't take themselves seriously. So for me, it's around getting smart people, ambitious, tenacious, people who could roll up their sleeves and knew how to kind of get their hands dirty, but also knew how to get the job done. So my my hiring goals are pretty ambitious. We did have lofty goals. We've tripled the sales team. We're in a brand new office that facilitates all of that. We're onboarding, we're merging companies. We're, trying to onboard everybody in both products. We're launching a product. Like there was a lot on. So like for me, recruitment was just another kind of priority that I had to, look at. If I ever had like feedback on somebody that wasn't say right for a role or somebody that the profile didn't match what I was looking for, I kind of never saw anything like it again, if that makes sense. Like she just listened. It was more like, I could explain and rationalize, this is the reason why I don't want this person or this profile doesn't work, and this is the reason why this profile does. And it just meant that like very quickly she was picking up on what I was looking for, and probably quicker than even I was, because every candidate she brought to me after a couple of candidates where I given feedback, pretty much they were all home runs. Like everybody was somebody I would have hired. So I think for me it was about just the listening, understanding. She asked a lot of questions. She understood before, like I said, before I did, who I was trying to hire for. I think that's pretty powerful. Like I said, I was new. Like I wasn't somebody who'd been in the role and hired 20 other people and had this like really clear idea and vision of like, this is my poster child for like the AE role. So she was patient, she listened. And yeah, I think they were the key things. We are in a competitive market, and we hired 5 people or 4 AEs from top tech companies: HubSpot, Salesforce, ActiveCampaign, Qualtrics, like you name it, we have it on the team. We were given perfect amount of, attention in terms of weekly calls, and, we were, getting kind of multiple CVs per week, and very quick feedback, very quick. Like, I mean, I think she held us accountable more than we were accountable in terms of getting, CVs turned around, responses, feedback, everything. When you're working with an external, it's so important for us to maintain, like, we want people to be coming in excited, and she doesn't work at Maxio, so for her to be able to create that excitement for them, and for them to come in so positive and so excited, but also all down to her. I would say exactly what we are: very like somebody who needs to aggressively hire, somebody who has a specific persona in mind where it needs help, like defining that. I think that's important. Somebody who's new into like a role would be really good at any tech company, anybody who's looking to hire some strong sales talent, anything like that, anything in that kind of frame. And I'm sure more than just that, but I suppose that's my experience.